Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. And in this series we're going to be going over the moon in the houses, okay? And in this episode we're going to be talking about moon in the 11th house, okay? Moon in the 11th house. And with moon in the 11th house, the first thing I can say is that your emotions, your soul is pretty much, and your emotional comfort and security is located in society, public, your friends, people, everything outside of your family. You're interested in society, and that's where you feel emotional security. And this is very detached in my opinion, because to feel at home and to feel your family using people outside of your family means that you never truly feel at home with people. It always has to be something outside. That is completely detached because family isn't outside public, okay? We normally do not feel at home being outside with the public, That isn't our source of security. Everyone's so different. Everyone has a different sense of interest. It is not home. So to have your moon here, to feel so at home with people outside of what you're familiar with in the public, in society, is a very detached form of emotional security. And this is why I feel like moon 11th house people are very detached, okay? Because the way they were raised, they valued their friends over their family. Because for whatever reasons, there's a detachment, okay? So for you to, with moon and 11th house people, I always say these people, based on their nurturing or the lack of, okay, because this is the 11th house and the 11th house is ruled by Aquarius, these people wanted to find home with other people, okay? Other people. Instead of their family, it was so detached. The experience had such little emotional connection that they wanted to create their own and find it with other people. That's how detached the family was, and that's how erratic it was. Moon in the 11th house people can also deal with erratic things happening. Okay, things happening out of nowhere, destruction, disasters, okay? So they have to get very inventive, okay? So your soul, your emotions could have dealt with so many reinventing, okay? We live here and now we live there, and we have mom, and then this is done, and then we have dad, and nobody's really connecting, and there's so many changes. Moon in the 11th house people deal with this, and because of that, you just, have such a strong detachment. You don't know what family is. You have to always go outside of yourself, go find outside people to create family, because it's never there within you. It's constantly being destroyed. And I put destroyed with quotations because the 11th house, you can call it the house of destruction, but it's really the house of reinvention, okay? This is the Aquarius house, so things are being destroyed or things aren't being consistent because you have to reinvent. So again, these people have to be inventive when it comes to family. They have to recreate their own family. They have to find it outside of the people that raised them, and you have to be detached to want to do that, because naturally your family should be your emotional security. It's not going to be perfect, definitely, but it shouldn't be so inconsistent or so unreliable that you find family outside of people from outside, and you find that more comfortable than the people you live with. So moon in the 11th house, this could be a very uncomfortable place for the moon, okay? Because so many erratic things can happen, and the moon is emotional, yes, but it's looking for security, okay? It's looking for that consistency and to be in a place that is so public and that is so inconsistent and so much erratic things where you have to keep reinventing. That is a very uncomfortable place for the moon. So people with moon in 11th house, however they were nurtured, it could have been traumatic because they didn't have any consistency with the family. They could have been adopted. People with moon in 11th house can go through adoption. They can go through no parents. They could go through parents crazy divorces or things just happening that ruin the family structure. And again, all this detachment, they have to, reinvent their own families because they don't find the consistency within their own. Okay. But also with this, Moon 11th house people can be very inventive with their family structures. So they can have a really cool family. Once they get the chance to create their own family, it can be very unique, very cool. And the reason why it can be unique and cool is because they've never had the typical family. They've always dealt with inconsistencies. So whatever they invent, which is what they're doing, it's going to be unique and cool. It could just be something different, a family structure that isn't usual. Wherever it is, it works for them. Okay, it's not a bad thing. It's just different, and that's just what happens when you are nurtured in such a erratic way. Things are going to be different. It's not going to be a typical family structure, so they can deal with that because they didn't deal with a typical family structure, sometimes none at all. Okay. Also, these people can be very disconnected emotionally. Okay, so again, I said with all the crazy things going on in their family, the non-consistencies, they are not attached to emotions because they have seen how it hasn't worked, how it's never consistent. So this can cause an emotional detachment, and it's really unhealthy for your moon. So in order to deal with this, because this is an obstacle, like I said, moon does struggle in the 11th house a bit. You gotta, be aware of your emotions and understand that it is there and it still deserves nurturing. Like I said, just find it within other people. Find friends, find people that can nurture that for you. Do not become emotionally detached because you become soulless and you could have lots of issues that you're not taking care of because you don't want to connect with your emotions. So be careful with that with Moon 11th house to not become so detached. Just find people that can help you find nurturing. That's what you're supposed to do. Get inventive with feeling at home and what you consider emotional security. You'll never have it like the typical person, and it's okay. You're meant to have a unique experience when it comes to your emotions and family. Also, you can have a huge female following with Moon in the 11th house. Okay, 11th house deals with your public, your friends, who you're socially connected with. Okay, so you could with Moon representing feminine energy, the mother, the nurturer. This could mean that, a lot of the people that you're friends with that follow you have this energy, and that can represent in women, or whatever you do is catered to women. The 11th house is a public house as well too, because again, this is like your following, your friends, people with who you are in the public. Okay, so it's a public house just like the 10th. Okay, the 11th is about the people you connect to in a public way. So yes, your following can be very feminine, dealing with women. Okay, it could literally be a female following. Also, you can have a nurturing reputation. Again, 11th house dealing with the public, your friends, your social life, who you are out there. So, you could have a nurturing mother reputation with the moon in the 11th house, healing other people. Okay. Also, you can have a very deep connection and impulse. Okay. And intuition when it comes to society. So moon rules, your intuition, your feelings, but this is like how you be in tune with people. So with the 11th house being the society and public, these are people who can psychically, be in tune with society and kind of like predicting things that happen in society, or having a strong emotional passion for society. So when it comes to like human causes, like social movements, social causes, for humanitarian causes. These people are very passionate for it. They're very emotional, very passionate for it, and also intuitive. So when it comes to like social conscious things and things happening in society, these people can be so in tune, they can predict things psychically. It's amazing how strong this can be. But they're very passionate, very emotional when it comes to society. And also, like I said, very detached. These people can be so much more passionate for their friends, take their friends over their family, okay? Be more passionate, emotional, and find family and comfort and nurture within their friends than their own family. So yes, that is Moon in the 11th house. Moon in the 11th house is a very unique placement. Not the best, most comfortable placement for Moon, but so inventive. It could be very traumatic, but take care of yourselves and find the family within your friends. I know your families with Moon in 11th house, you know, this lack of nurturing, you know, could make you emotionally detached, but don't find other people to connect with. That is your purpose. Very unique placement. So I hope you guys enjoyed that and come back for some more. And if you do, book a reading with me, okay? I do astrology readings on natal charts, everything, as well as tarot. So book a reading with me. I'll have my email down in the description box. Also, check out my music as well, too, okay? I have music on Spotify, Apple, and here on YouTube. I have all the links in the description box below. And I'll check you guys out on the next episode.
Big bars, tight locks, everything close. Your tools ain't cut for the mold. Chin up, back straight, stand up, everything roll. You stay cause you're trying to get in. Fashion, movements, currents, routines and trends. Can't get cause you're trying to go and win. Comfort, standard, that value, a simulation.